Hey guys, welcome back to some Gilded Guardians. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the patch as well as the new update that we have when it comes to crafting. So I want to check this out and kind of break it down, see exactly what it is. So Gruff has finally arrived. We had been waiting for this for a lot of time. Now overall, you can change up the crafting menu. Now this is going to be a game changer, but before we hop in there and you do see it, make sure that you go ahead and you wait till we get, in my opinion, the tier 7. Now the exclusive gear we can definitely look at. But when you start looking at the refinement stones, when you start looking at the ability to get them, tier 7 gear might make a big difference. Now reroll standard Guardian gear now using the refinement stones, which again, we've been farming. You can get them out of the challenge 3 dungeons and daily quest chests, and of course the guild shop on a weekly basis. And there are 3 different levels to this. That is something to note. Reroll both main stat and the enhanced stat are available to reroll on the legendary Guardian exclusive gear. This is going to keep you from buying the legendary Guardian gear over and over and over and over to get the exact stats that you want on there. You can change this up. Epic exclusive gear uses Twisted Stones. Legendary exclusive gear used Twisted Stones 2, which again we'll look at. Season 1, Season 2 exclusive gear returns. Then, of course, there is some modifiers. There's a couple different things with the domain and how it is going to be, how it's going to function. It says right here, functionality hasn't changed, but the way that it is and the way that it is renamed, it is now piercing versus the vulnerability which we have before. There's going to be some difference in some secondary stats. And then, of course, we've added additional improvements to Guild Quest. Now, as you can see, level 6 is Mythic 5, 5% chance, all the way up to level 10 Guild, 17.72. And then, as you can see there, the rare is at 7%, so it has almost dropped out in the entirety. Big reason to get into those guilds. Going to be some bugs, going to be some fixes, some updates, but I want to look at this and show you exactly what we're seeing. So we'll hop in Brimstone. Not sure if I finished this one out, which I think I did. And I'll show you the stones that we're getting out of here and where we're using these stones. So go ahead, we'll sweep, and boom, there we go. There is the refinement stone that we are looking for. Can be obtained through the daily chest, again, Adventure Challenge 3, and the guild shop, so you can actually buy them out. And of course, the cost of them is a little bit higher. So I did save my daily chest, which is right here. We're going to use this one. Boom. Gives us 20 refinement stones. Don't know exactly how many it is going to take to build those up. Now, within the shop itself, there is the ability within the store to get these. So the Endless Store has items. We see our regular scrolls that we get. Also see the star stones. Now we have these two. Twisted Stone 1, Twisted Stone 2. Now, Twisted Stone 2 is the one that we are going to use. And you can see, guys, it is 3,000. So even looking at 6,000, that is the cost of the item itself. So if we're buying some of these, that is 15,000. I know we have a lot in here, but I'm going to pick up a couple of these. There we go. And then, of course, this little bit cheaper, 75. So we got some of the stones out. We bought them out for the week. We want to see now, of course, legendary gear is still running the 6K. Epic gear is 3, but you'll notice Season 1 legendary, Season 2 legendary is back, meaning if you need to get any of the stats or any of the skills and abilities that they have within here to make sure you maximize the build that you want on those specific heroes, you can go ahead and pick it up. I don't know how long this is going to stay in here, or if it's just going to be permanent, if it's going to be something that we can pick up for the heroes. But overall, the one that I want to look at and the one that I do want to re-roll is Leah's. So looking at Leah's, you can see the main stat is defense. Holy Light Plus increases critical damage by 30% on the Holy Light ability, which is right here, increases crit by 30%. It is going to give us, and it does give us a really big crit chance, but defense is not what we want on here. We want to get attack on here, which means now exactly if you went into crafting, there is now a 4th tab on the very bottom, which is right down here, which is the Blacksmith. You'll also notice all of the chests I am saving for the tier 7 gear, even trying to build out these right here, even trying to build out these wilderness logs. I want to wait till we get to the point of getting tier 7 gear. If we continue to build out that tier 6 gear, not going to make a big difference. Now, of course, we'll take a first look and I'll look at Leah's staff. So you'll see right in here, they made this and it is very clean, guys, when you look at this. So right here, we have crit rating, we have crit damage rating, and then of course we have Hydra's piercing. This is the one that they changed. This is the adjustment. It used to be, I believe it was the vulnerability, and now it is the piercing. So on Hydra's heroes, this essentially gear item is going to do more damage versus a very specific. Now you can see we can refine it. I have not refined any of these. Now it says it's going to refine. You can see it takes 8 stones, so we can refine this. This is kind of how we built it when it came to going through the blacksmith. When you ran through regularly, you may only choose one attribute to refine per item. All others will be locked. So think about that, guys, is if we, let's go ahead and keep it. So crit rating is going to have to stay. Crit damage rating is going to have to stay. Hydra Pierce, again, we can go ahead and refine this. Are you sure you want to refine? After confirming, other attributes will no longer be refined. So again, this is locking it in with the ability to change this. And we pulled Cinder Piercing. So pretty good. And you can see the percentages are a little bit higher. I want to try it out. I want to see what we can get out of here. Cinder Piercing. Cinder Piercing goes a little bit lower. Then, of course, we have Umbrous Resist. So she is going to be stronger versus the Umbrous. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. I'm wondering if, there we go. So the other two are completely locked. I would rather have her a little bit more on the defensive side when it comes to the PvP aspect than being able to do more damage, because her damage already is kind of broke. We can always change this again as we go in here and as we build it out. Now you notice on the right side that we have all of our weapons in here. We do have our armor. We have the helmets, we have the armor, we have the boots, which we can change around. We can change it up a lot. Now you also notice that down here, the domain bonuses cannot be adjusted. So the tier 6 still has level 1, level 2, level 3, cannot be changed and cannot be adjusted. Now the question that I had with these, as you can see, this is attack 2. That is where the difference comes in attack. And this is HP 1, attack 1. It seems like even here, HP 2. I think there are different levels within the substats that we're seeing right here. Not 100% sure. Even when I come up here, it kind of breaks it down a little bit, but it doesn't show us enough with the substats of what these are with the 1s and the 2s right here, attack 2. I don't know if there's an attack 3, but as you can see, even looking at getting, there's a 12 or essentially a level 3 tier 6. Still has very, very basic stats. Now the question is, even looking at Tavros with the HP, so if I refine this, we're going to refine the HP. Since it is a blue stat, can we get a higher than a blue stat? I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. So HP goes to defense. Let's go ahead and reattempt it. It's going to, there we go. So it is an epic. So let's keep that. So it is going to take it to the legendary with the refinement in here. That's awesome. That is really, really cool. So we can take all of the basic stats that we have. So if you have a piece like this that has really poor stats, even though it's a level 12, we could definitely get a better one in here. But you can see we can refine these. Now, of course, 2 of the 3 in here are going to have to be legendary stats. Even here, looking at this one for the 15,000 HP, we can refine this. We can change it up. We can make sure that we're getting 3 legendary abilities out of here, like what you're seeing right here. And depending if you're looking, because the main stat, as you can see, cannot be changed either. So the main stat is what it is. So if you're looking at a main stat of an attack that you want to get versus having a defensive stat, you can go ahead and you're going to have to keep re-rolling gear as we've once seen it. So the big thing, of course, is right here, guys. This is going to be the refinement of the hero's exclusive gear itself. You can see we can change the defense, but you can change the Holy Light. That is right. Any of these, if this is not the ideal one that you're looking for, you can go in here and you can change these, which is really, really cool. So you don't have to continue to go through and just keep buying these and buying these and buying these. You're going to be able to refine it. Now, again, looking at a plus 45% on defense, we want to refine this. And of course, it's going to cost, wait a minute. It didn't use any of our gold ones. That's kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and refine this. What's it going to come up as? So there's HP defense, and again, 45. We're going to have to do this. There's attack. So let's keep the attack. That's what we're looking for. So level 40 attack. And I'm wondering if the refinement down here is going to be the one that you can refine that is going to cost. There we go. So it is the ability that is going to use the twisted stones. Then, of course, when it comes to flicks, we bought flicks right here. It is going to do the same. It is going to be the level 1 refinement stone. So that's what they're going to be used for. So if you're changing the actual stats that are within here, like you see in the main stats, that is going to be rubies. Unfortunately, that makes it a lot more expensive than what we were kind of thinking. But of course, looking at the refinement of the gear, this makes her way stronger. I'm thinking even, defense went down quite a bit, but we added 22.5% attack. That is a pretty big buff out of there. Then, of course, I'm going to save these for the reset. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to max out our level. Or you know what? It's not going to take that many. There we go. So she is maxed out, guys. 186 again. As we continue to level up our commander, we do get the ability to build these heroes out a little bit further when it comes to levels. And remember, 180 is what we're gunning for. So we definitely want to pick up some more scrolls, want to push it a little bit further, trying to move everyone to 180. And it seems like lately we've slowly been building these up pretty fast with all of the scrolls we're getting out of the rush mode. Even the arena, we farmed this out quite a bit today. We got quite a few rewards out of here, which is good because out of the arena shop, this is another place where short of these calling crystals, these are the only things I buy. When you start looking at your guardians, which you can get through summons, a lot of players do buy gold. You can get gold in here as well, but you'll also notice the refinement stones are available in here, but you can also notice that none of the higher level refinement stones are in here. So it kind of stinks that good that they added them in here, but overall kind of sucks because there's not a ton to buy here. So there's 100 refinement stones. So I can definitely kind of streamline the gear that we currently possess. But at this point, honestly, me personally, I'm going to save a lot of the stones. That way we have the ability to refine essentially what we have. And I'm also thinking the refinement for future when it comes to that tier 7 gear. So all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.